Alright guys, I'm going to show you, or I'm going to just kind of get to know your device here a little bit and the available RAM and how we all know the available RAM is what we all depend on for streaming and stuff. And especially when you're writing your file inside Kodi for your advanced settings or players like the UMC player that help with the buffer zone, the buffering ahead with the video cache, it takes, 1/3 of your available RAM as recommended. So we'll do, for this demonstration, I'm on a Shield, but I'm just going to show you when you write your files inside of Kodi for your advanced settings to help with buffering. So we'll look at this. So my recommended there is 221. I can crank that puppy up. It goes to 318, right? But the recommended is 211. So it says setting this too high might cause Kodi to crash if it can't get enough RAM. It's 1/3 of your device's available RAM. So how can we check that? Get Ada64 out of the Play Store. See, right now my available RAM's 864. I got my screen recorder going, and then I got that Kodi open, or that EUMC open. So let's just double click and dismiss that EUMC. It was at 864. And look at it, it jumped up 110 just from dismissing that. You know what I mean? So let's hit our home button. I'm just going to go through and just start opening a few of these apps. Open that. Open that. Like I said, mine's down. That screen recorder is quite a big program. So that's why mine's low. Mine usually runs about right around 1300 without the screen recorder or anything. And we'll open up Send Anywhere. Screw it. Let's just open. I'm gonna go extreme here and show you. I forget where we were at with the available RAM, but inside of our Kodi, our recommended was right around 260. So I'm just opening apps just to show you a big difference here. Alright, let's check our available memory. See, now we're down to 600. Okay, so let's go back out here. Let's go back into EUMC. I'm just using this because it's a quick way to look at what the difference is. So we're down 200 available memory. And now our recommended's already down 50 megabytes. Yeah, we're already down 50 recommended on the megabyte there. Alright, so now let's remember 213. And that matched around 600. So now we're at 9 something. So I'm going to double click my home button, dismiss all this. We should see a little jump even without going in and force stopping. So we're at 9 something. Now look at, we're at 1172. So I'm going to go ahead and dismiss this. Go back into EUMC. not 241. And we can crank that up to 345. And like I said, if I here, let's try. Let's see what happens here. So look at that. We're at 1400 just by dismissing all that. If we really wanted to fine tune it, you go through, and on any other Android device, use that force stop it app. It'll actually force stop these APKs. But the Shield, you have to actually go in and physically force. Gosh dang it. This keyboard's touchy. And force stop them. If it doesn't say force stop, then it hasn't been running. And you don't have to do it like this. The Shield, just double clicking that home button and dismissing, that usually takes care of it. But you want that available RAM, to be as high as you can before you write your file inside of Kodi or inside these SPMC player. And then even before you're getting serious about sitting down and watching a big 4K file or a bigger file, make sure you force stop things and get that recommended up there. And you can crank it up more. But like I said, if I don't have my video recorder going, I'll get 400 out of this. But 250 is plenty for the Shield. And whatever your device, I usually just leave it on recommended and pump it up to 300 or whatever. Just don't go too high or it will crash. Oops, I'm not going to write that because it's not set yet. But it's just getting to know your device. You see how that it's 994, 995. You start opening up, apps. And I'm just hitting my home button, so they're kind of still running in the background. But you get to go and playing all day long, just doing whatever you do, minding your own business, just enjoying your device. And then all of a sudden you go to watch a movie and it's like kicking you out or buffering, and you're like, what the heck is going on? This is what's going on. Your available memories, half of, half of what it was. Your total memory is at 3,000. You're already dealing with system and apps and stuff. That mine will run at 1,500, but usually settles right between 12 and 1,300. So you get those apps going, and they're running in the background. You're not realizing your available memory. That's what you're dealing with trying to stream a movie. So you got your video cache set to 400, and now you got all these other apps running in the background. All of a sudden, your available memory, you have 100, you're getting borderline there. Double click that home button, dismiss, 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 dismiss. Boom. Look at that. That's why you maintain. That's why you force stop your apps. You're having buffering issues, you're having kickouts. Maintain your device. Get to know your device, how yours works. It's that simple, just that easy to just get caught up in streaming, opening this app, thinking that Android handles everything. You got to do some on your part to keep maintain and everything, and keep your device running smooth. Don't just open up 20 apps. I mean, on your phone, your computer. Things will run smooth if you understand your device. Get to know your device. Get to know your network. Get your speed tester. Understand your speeds. Understand your available RAM. What apps you got open. On rooted devices, there's an app in our file link called Force Stop It. Works great. It actually force stops the apps. The Shield, just dismissing that. Double click your home button, dismiss it. Dismiss the apps. The Shield does a good job of force stopping, as you could just see. I was down to 500. Dismissed all the apps, right back up to 1300. So my speed's good. My available RAM's right where it should be. I'm good to go do whatever I want. Launch me a 20 to 30 gigabyte 4K file if I want. Alright, guys. I'm just home early on a Saturday night, so I thought I'll just go over to some quick tips with you. Just keep an eye on that available memory. I mean, you don't have to watch it as close as this and freak out and stuff like that. But I mean, just even a couple apps open. That was 1174. Close those two apps. 1265. So it jumped up 100 megabytes just on two apps. So each app saved 50 megabytes. That's quite a lot. Alright, love you guys. Happy streaming. Peace out.